Oh, good one. On the blade. Oh, God, what a mess this is. Oh, come here, dude. Big in. Big in. Yeah, big in. Yes. Oh, and it come out right like, look how easy this is. Just like that. There we go, folks. There's a grown one on the spinnerbait. Interesting. Man, that is a healthy fish. Alright folks, so we are here, California Delta, doing a little bit different style launch, I'd say, going off the levee or the bank. Not sure if this is legal. I hope it is, because I've never done it before, and yeah, I guess we'll find out at the end of the day if I have a ticket in my window. But yeah, keeping it super simple today. Got the Slayer Propel 10 LTE. I mean, this thing is just the perfect throw and go kayak, like I've always said. Minimalistic, but still got all the fancy stuff that I like in a kayak. So that's what we're launching today. Foggy, real foggy day. I mean, the last trip out here, we had a little success with the fog. As soon as the sun came out, that's when the bite got tough, but caught him on a little underspin. Today I've got that. Got a, what do I got? Let's just take a look. Might as well show you guys what I've got, because you know how that goes. I usually end up only catching them on like one or two things. So got an underspin there, bladed jig, little punching bait. There's a little cranker, Senko of course, and a frog. How crazy would it be if we caught a frogfish? I promise you, I will throw the frog today. Because you know, if they're up shallow, which they were last time, and they're hungry, they're eating, you could definitely get a topwater bite. But I'm excited, guys. As always, this is kind of like some of my favorite trips. The super simple rig, minimalistic Delta. I just love fishing shallow, power fishing. I mean, we might slow down a little bit today, but the good news is I know there's fish around. I know there's fish back here by the Yonder Gang Bridge. So yeah, keeping it simple today. Spend, I don't know, 5-6 hours out on the water. Take you guys with me. See what happens. Bugs are gnarly. Jeez. That's a good thing though. It's a sign spring's coming. These dang bugs. Yonder Gang Bridge. Alright, let's get started, guys. Basically, I'm going to fish this entire slough probably for most of today, if not all of today. I might go back under the bridge and explore a little bit. But we're on an incoming tide right now, so water is still rising. I think it tops out around 1 o'clock, I want to say. Right now it is, what time is it? 8:10 a.m. So I got 4 hours of some pretty high water. And the other thing is, at some point today, later on today, we're gonna get rained on. So I got the bibs and the rain jacket. The idea, the hope is that with this little front coming on in, some of these fish back here will get active and start munching, and we can really capitalize on the bite. We'll see though, every day's different. There we go, on the middle. Oh, I thought that was a fish. That felt like a bite. What the heck? Oh man, well, as you guys can see, we've pretty much reached the end of this slough where it's blocked off. And I guess we got one bite. That piece of grass bit, but no bass bites. cycled through some baits, tried a few different things. I mean, I fished that pretty dang fast. So, just kind of thinking right now what these fish could be doing, like where they're located. What's different from today than, God, this grass is biting out there, I'm telling you. What's different today compared to the last trip where we're getting some bites? Last trip, the tide was lower. It was actually a little bit later in the day, like 12 o'clock. I mean, those are pretty big differences, but you just figured a week later or whatever it is, we've had some warm days, and even though it's kind of chilly today, it's getting to be that time of year. These fish should be a little bit more active each week. Good news is, though, I know they're here. It's not like they just vanished. The Delta, these fish just don't migrate super far in a week, not that I know of. Especially to like a dead-end slough like this. So, just got to figure out how to catch them. I might just have to spend my time back here, wait them out, see if they set up right. Like, that's the other thing I'm curious about. Like, where are they setting up? Are they on the bank? Are they out in the middle? I mean, with this higher tide, it seems like they should be closer to the bank. Maybe they're under some of these, like, duckweed mats, some of these tule mats. And I got to do a little bit more punching or throwing a worm around. I don't know. But we're going to keep grinding it out in here until we figure something out. See that? What was that? Something just must have been chasing, or something must have been chasing that. It's like a bluegill or maybe some kind of bait fish just jumped up there. Huh. It's highly unlikely in my opinion, but I wouldn't be mad if there's a gang of stripers that move back here and we can catch stripers. It'd be a lot of fun. Doubt it, but there we go. Finally got him. Oh my god, I didn't catch up to him. Son of a gun. First bite of the day, for sure. It was definitely a bite. One of the grass fish. I don't know, 10 feet from the bank. Just couldn't catch up to him. I did kind of have that problem last time. I think I had 8 or 9 bites, and I only landed 3 of them. Definitely a bite though. Good. Okay, finally got a bite. Oh, I got one. Oh my god! He came off! He was in that pocket right there. Oh my goodness gracious. 0 for 2. I cannot... I'm just being sloppy on the Delta so far this year. First couple of trips, I'm just not fishing it well. Dang fish took off with it. Okay, got a bite on the worm. That's good. I mean, they're here. Alright, let's really slow down right now. Let's just throw a worm. I mean, these fish have to be here. Let's just pick everything apart. Delta, always tricky. Always tricky, even when you know they're here. Always a puzzle. There we go. Finally got one. Dude. Way up there too. Decent one. Alright, looks like I have to slow down. Here, buddy. Let me touch you. No, he's not that. I thought he was way bigger. What the heck? Why did he look bigger? When he jumped, he looked like a 2.5, 3 pounder. It's like a, you know, it's not embarrassing, but it's a pound and change. But hey, I'll take a bite. I'll take a fish, finally. That's 3 bites. Finally put one on the boat. 2 bites on the worm. And in the grand scheme of things, we haven't been fishing it too long, especially compared to the other baits, so in my opinion, might have to keep going with it. Buy some tules. up pretty shallow. I mean, I'm surprised that one was sitting up there, but you know these delta fish, they're used to shallow. They will be basically in as little of water as they can be in it sometimes, or at some point. On low tide, I've seen fish on the delta, on beds, literally with their backs out of the water. And they don't mind. Tide is still incoming, still moving in, so it's still rising. So if we're gonna fish up close to the bank, now would be the time to do it, where we can actually present a bait for a second, or probably like 4 seconds before it gets buried in the grass. When this is low tide, this is either out of the water or just cast up into a big clump of grass. Guys, we have made it back to the bridge. Tell you what, let's go on the other side, explore a little, and just see what's up over here. Keep going with a worm, maybe mix in the underspin, spinnerbait. I don't know. But you can see how high this tide is. This bridge right here, the other time we were here, I could literally keep my rods up, sticking up in the back of my kayak and clear this. I mean, this is a high tide right here. The water is definitely up. Oh, there we go. Must have landed on a little baby. There we go. Well, there's some fish up shallow, and occasionally they'll eat. These are little guys though, man. I'll take you. That's a dainty one. That worm bit pretty much when that general hit the water. Let's keep these out with me now, since it seems to be a thing. Forgot to bring a wacky tool, so unfortunately I'm going to go through a lot of these worms, which I hope I do, because that means we're getting bit. But another one way up shallow. Better one. Oh, thank you, sir. Better one. Are you kidding me? Why do they seem bigger today? They're not. I thought that was like a 3-pounder. It's kind of got a big mouth, but these fish are shrinking on the way to the boat. It's okay though, it's a bite. Another one I think I just landed on. And I know you guys probably can't see, but oh, interesting. There's some clean bottom up here. Found an O-ring. I have some buried in my little side pouch right there. That's good. I was going through those worms kind of fast. Last thing you want to happen is to find a bait they want and then run out of it. More isolated patches out here. You gotta fish them. They can act like magnets to these fish. Oh, look at that big old beaver. What's up, dude? Don't bite my finger off. Now it looks like we're not getting rain until about 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. A moderate amount, so almost 1 o'clock. We're gonna head back under the bridge, fish for probably another hour and a half, 2 hours, and get back here, load up in the truck, and try to stay as dry as I possibly can. And hopefully a few more fish though before we leave. Oh, good one. Good one. On the blade. Oh, giant one. Oh, God, what a mess this is. Come here. Oh, come here, dude. Big one. Big one. Big one. Yeah, big one. Yes. Oh, and it come out right like, look how easy this is, just like that. That's why that pressure, maintaining that pressure is so important. There we go, folks. There's a grown one on the spinnerbait. Interesting. Man, that is a healthy fish. Gosh. Nice thick back. It's a Delta meat chunk right there. Thank you, sir. Whew, that was a fun one. On the blade. Up shallow. Same like zone I'd say I've been catching or getting bit on the worm. Kind of burning that too. I mean, they're here. There's good ones here. Now the question is, I mean, is that fish here earlier? Because this is the same area I worked earlier, first thing, with like the bladed jig, the tiny underspin, not a sniff. Come back now, tides change, different time of day, of course. It's like, that's the confusing part of the Delta. It's just, you don't know which variables mean something. Like, is it the bait, the time of day, the tide? And sometimes you have to just get everything right and get a little lucky. That was cool though. I was gonna start throwing the worm again, but I guess I gotta go with the spinnerbait for a little bit, or mix it in here and there. Dude, another one up shallow. Not a big one, but alright. Guess maybe today they just want the spinnerbait instead of the underspin. And you can't tell me that earlier, if I put the underspin by this fish, it wouldn't have eaten it. I mean, I guess maybe it wouldn't have. They just wanted something a little different, and that fish is way up there. No such thing as too shallow. Not on the Delta. Man, what the heck? Not another bite on the spinnerbait. It's kind of been the same thing, like for every bite or a couple baits I've had getting bits. Like the Senko, I'll get a couple of bites and then I'll think I'll, you know, have something figured out or be in store for some more bites, and then nothing. And then the spinnerbait, 2 quick bites. I was thinking, all right, I'm probably gonna start getting some consistent bites now, and nothing. Very strange. I didn't even say like, oh, we're on them now. Like, I purposely avoided saying that to avoid the jinx of the fishing gods. Whenever you think you're like on them and you say, especially to the camera, oh, we figured them out, that's when they completely shut down on there. So I didn't even say anything like that. I'm not sure what's up. Maybe they knew I was thinking it. Okay, one more cast. Definitely not feeling it anymore. I feel like I've kind of beat up the areas we got some bites. We're going on 6 hours right now. We're about to get dumped on, so I think it is good timing to call it a day. So let's head back in, load up, and we'll recap this thing in the truck. Okay folks, it is 2:30 and I think we just made it before it's about to rain. Today, wow, interesting day. Got here probably around 7:30, as you guys saw. Went pretty simple today. We took the Native Watercraft Slayer Propel 10 LTE out, truck bed kayak of course. First time I've actually done this, at least this part of the Delta, but we did a bank launch, didn't actually go to the ramp today. And that's the nice thing about the smaller kayak, obviously, is you're able to launch it pretty much anywhere. You don't need a designated ramp. But went light, went simple, only brought 6 rods with me. Went back to an area that I had some success a few videos back in one particular stretch with a little underspin, as always with Delta fish, especially different times of the month or week or whatever it may be. You know it's going to be different. It's very rarely the exact same bite in the exact same places. I mean, these fish move, they shift, they do different things depending on the weather, the tide, all that stuff. So I knew they existed here, and that's what gave me the confidence to come back. But like always, we started off pretty slow. I mean, I threw the usual suspects out there, the stuff that we got bit on last time. Tiny little underspin. I was mixing in the bladed jig. I was even throwing the old Senko, and there was nothing. Mixed in the crankbait, punched a little bit. Not a single bite. I actually made it all the way to the end of the slough without a bite and decided to turn around. I did finally get one bite on the underspin, but after like 2 seconds of hooking into it, it popped off. But I thought, okay, good sign. At least it's a bite. Continued on, and what eventually, or what ultimately happened was I decided to really slow down. I was like, you know what? I gotta just put a worm in my hand, just go really slow, pick apart this area. And that's what I did. I actually lost my first fish, or my first bite on it, but I thought it was a good sign. Did finally pick up a small one on it, way up against the bank. That was kind of it for that. Decided to make my way back under the old Yonder Gang Bridge and fish this section right here in front of me. Just kind of explore some more water. The tide was up, water was high. All the fish, all the bites that I had so far though, were really shallow, like almost 5 feet from the bank. So those are the areas that I targeted. I kept going with a worm. Picked up another fish, right up against the tulies, right up against the bank. A small one. I think shortly after that, got another bite. Put another small one in the boat, and then had another long period, another long stretch without a single bite. Even throwing that Senko, continuing on with that, mixing in other baits, trying different areas in this slough from the Tule Islands to other parts of the bank, and nothing. So decided with the last like hour and a half I had to go back under the bridge, back to the starting area. Picked up a spinnerbait, not sure why, just hadn't thrown a spinnerbait a whole ton. And relatively quick, got bit. Definitely a better fish, it felt a lot better. Saw it, gave me a real good fight. Played it for a while and finally got it in the boat. And a big thing for me with those kind of fish right there is just to always keep pressure on them. They always want to bury you, they always want to do something crazy, and as soon as you kind of let the tension off, they can definitely come off. And actually when I got that fish in the boat, the spinnerbait popped right out of its mouth. So just an important lesson for me too, to remind myself, is just always keep tension on those fish. So that was a nice one to have. I think probably, you know, 3.5, 4 pounds. Definitely big fish of the day. Shortly after that, got another bite way up shallow on the spinnerbait. Put that in the boat. Thought I had something figured out, and just like before, kind of deja vu. Nothing after that. Went pretty much the rest of the day without another bite. I explored. I fished some heavy cover. I fished the frog a little bit for punch. Kept throwing the Senko, the spinnerbait, and that pretty much brings us to right here, 2:30. Day is over, but you know what? I will certainly take days like this. I mean, anytime you can get on a few fish out here in the Delta this time of year, for me personally, is a win. Anywhere in the Delta, it's similar, or it's gonna fish similar. You just have to really grind out areas. You really have to play both tides, play all, you know, fish all day, essentially. And just find that magic window, that magic stretch, or even that magic area where the fish are actually active, actually eating, and capitalize on those moments. So Guys, that is today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I thank you for watching, for coming along, and I will see you guys in the next one.